How we going, folks? Welcome back to the Nightmare Cabin. I've got an album review for you, and we're going to be talking about the new album from Gatecreeper, and this is Dark Superstition. Look at the awesome artwork, as always, from the band. Gatecreeper have been rising stars, really, in the last 10 or... Well, yeah, it's coming up to 10 years now. Bloody hell. When was the last... I mean, I jumped on board with the first album in 2016, but their first album was 2014. So, yeah, we're coming up to 10 years. And do you know what? It's only looking at the Metal Archives page, I didn't realise how many splits and EPs and odds and sods they've got. So, this is the third full-length album, and that's all I've got so far is the 3 albums and the EP they put out last year, where it was... Well, I'll get into... Yeah, it's basically grindcore with a doom song at the end. And that's the thing with Gatecreeper. They do play old school death metal. Let's tell it how it is. I always say I don't really like the whole old school, new school. If it's good, it's good. And if they play by a classic formula, then that's that. But yeah, it's old school death metal. The thing with Gatecreeper is like, right, they haven't got an original bone in their body. There's not an ounce of originality in it. But with riffs and songs this good, who cares, basically? And they seem to be going through their, like, the classic... They seem to be working their way through their record collection. So the first album was a bit obituary with a bit of bolt thrower. So big riffs, nice and shredding when it needed to be. Big grooves, big sort of doomy, sludgy sections when needed as well. Some nice sort of D-beat drums in there. Then the second album, they went kind of Swedish, more entombed, Dismember. Then they put out the EP. Again, I'm not counting little split EPs and whatnot in the way because I've not heard them. But they put out an EP, was it year before last? Let's have a quick look at it. Bear with me. Unexpected Reality. And that was in 2 halves. They went full-on grindcore. So you had like 5 or 6 songs that were like a minute long each, if that. And then they had this like 11-minute doom track on the end. So we've got old school death metal in a Swedish kind of way, old school grindcore, old school doom, and now we're going old school Sweden again, but think in flames. We've gone really melodic on this one. And yeah, the opening track, Dead Star, like, played it in my car. I picked my 13-year-old up. Straight away, I just thought, let's play the test. Stuck it straight on. What do you reckon on this? Yeah, it's good. What does it sound like? Straight away, In Flames. Old In Flames, though. Good In Flames, before they became Linkin Park. But, yeah, they've added a big dose of melody into their sound. I mean, I suppose it was there anyway in... certain tracks here and there, they might have gone a bit melodic and, a bit dark and a bit, they've added a bit of atmosphere to it. A track like from the second album, let me quickly look it up. I want to say, was it Ruthless? Or it might have been boiled. It might have been Boiled Over. There was a bit of a melodic riff in that one, but yeah, the melody is here all the way through this one, and then you get a song like the Black Curtain, where it starts off with like a beat, like a ding 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 ding, and you've got like a boom bam bum bum bam bum, so it's kind of got like a post-punky, goth in a Sisters of Mercy kind of way, post-punk beat to it, but with these nice haunting melodies, almost sort of black metal in a way, like in a not in like a blasty Emperor kind of way, but in that sort of haunting melody way when they take it back a bit. Like Paradise, I think Paradise Lost. Yeah, forget the black metal thing. But yeah, think early Paradise Lost in a way, mixed with the more melodic side of Swedish death metal a la early In Flames. So you're getting the collection build up here. I wonder when they're going to go technical. But yeah, the album's just within 40 minutes, and all the songs just, it's an effortless listen. Everything plays itself. All the songs now with the added dose of melody makes it nice and catchy. All the melodies are sort of haunting as well, so don't go thinking this is taken anything away from the heaviness or the intensity. It's melodic before the term melodeath or melodic death metal became an actual thing. Just when death metal was melodic. So yeah, think early at the gates even. But yeah, it's always in a haunting, melancholy way, and it does give a dark atmosphere to the songs, and it mixes things up nicely. I mean, I think the band are going to be spoilt for choice now when it comes to their live set, because they're going to have a good mixture, and they can pick and choose different bits from different albums, so they can go nice and groovy, nice and sludgy, chuck in a couple of grindcore songs just to mix things up a bit, then do a nice bit of melody at the end, make it all nice and intense before closing on a nice sludgy doomy number. And speaking of sludgy doomy numbers, the closing track is where that's at. Tears Fall from the Sky, the longest song by a good minute. Well, it's the only one that goes over 5 minutes. In fact, no, it's the only one that goes over 4 minutes as well. So yeah, it's the longest number by a good 2 minutes, but the album just flies by. But yeah, it ends on a nice sludgy, slow note. And yeah, it's just a great addition to a growing catalogue, and you know, a growing body of work by a rising band that's getting more and more exciting by the release. And you know, they're getting on bigger tours now, they're getting decent slots on festivals, and they're just doing the job, really. I mean, as with all Gatecreeper, you know, it's a very no nonsense album. There's no big grand intros, no big, you know, messing about with song structures. Every song just gets in, does what it has to do, and gets out. So they're a very no nonsense, to the point band, and I think that's just been their approach, and it's been their winning formula so far. Like I say at the beginning, you know, there's not an ounce of originality, but with riffs this good, who needs it, you know? So yeah, onwards and upwards, Gatecreeper. This is definitely a band to watch, and if you have slept on this band, now's the best time to get in, I think, before they really break big. And yeah, you can catch them kind of before they go over that, what's the word, threshold, and play massive venues and become a headline act, because I think they're on the way to be that. But no doubt at the moment they'll still be on different package tours and whatnot. But yeah, a nice slice of melody added to the nasty death metal back catalogue we've got so far, and a good contender to in the race for album of the year. We're halfway through the year now, so things are starting to rev up, and yeah, that's about all for now. So I'll catch you tomorrow. I'm going to try and do another one. This has just turned up, so I'll be reviewing that next. Apart from that, have a good one, everyone. See you all soon.